I want to start with this wonderful quote from Dave in the stage 5 piece, because to me, that was where this whole aspect of buy-in and follow through was so critical. And this statement, it may be unrealistic to think you can get complete buy-in from everybody on the first attempt. Some people will get it and embrace it, while others may take more time before they fully commit. And so I want to look at what is it that you could do up front to get a greater percentage of people and a greater percentage of commitment from the folks in the organization. Because really, when you look at implementing systems, there's a place for just about everybody, right? Especially in a smaller organization. If you have somebody that is not buying in, it can really slow things down. And so what I want to start with here is a couple of questions that if you don't have these already built into your process, add them. And there are so many ways that you can actually ask this question. So the first one is to address the elephant or elephants in the room, right? What could hold us back or get in the way of the before, during, and after implementation? Now, you may find some of this out when you're making your initial, sales call and getting into conversations. But once you are in there and you're doing the work, it's really important to get people to be honest so that you find out what is it that's going to need to be addressed. And that way you can ask, what can we do to either address, prevent, or solve each of these, depending on what gets identified? So those aren't really just two questions. They're multiple questions, but I consolidated them into two just to help you anticipate what could cause this to fail. What could cause this to, even if we get it off the ground, not have the long-term impact that we want. And we're going to get into what the follow-through looks like. But first, this upfront piece is just, to me, so important. And another question I wanted to bring up is one that, to me, is like this universal question to get somebody else to share their ideas. What do you think? So that you are not in the position of telling them, you are drawing out from them. Because, this is just one of those principles, whether you're, a parent, a leader in an organization, the more you get the input and the involvement of the people who are going to be impacted by what you do, the more they will commit to it. So for one thing, progress can be very slow. And so we can get discouraged. We also aren't going to do it perfectly right away. So when people make mistakes and have setbacks and frustrations, it's very tempting to revert back to what's familiar. Does this seem familiar to you? Does this resonate with you? So if you go in with your eyes wide open and you're aware that this is simply how it works, then you yourself won't get frustrated and expect something different.